Yes, guys, welcome to your Chelsea versus Man United press conference reaction. Couldn't get this out earlier, so I'm getting it out now, 24 hours before the game. Don't care. Anyways, Maresca was asked multiple questions today. Injuries, top four, Man United, and much more. We're going to go through all of that. And I'll have my opinions on what he said. And obviously my reaction, which is my opinions, whatever. First up, he got asked about the injury news. He said, quote unquote, No, Christo is still out. Reece is okay. Reece, was ill and was out for Tuesday's session. And yesterday, he had a session with us. Good news. Christo being out, not good news. Even though he's quite sick. Reece, that's good news. Have you had a chat with Nicholas Jackson about the red card? He said, I think Nico is intelligent enough to recognise that there has been an error, a mistake. Yes, I think he should be intelligent enough. Yeah, again, it wouldn't surprise me if he was barely intelligent enough to recognise how to use a fork. So, think of it what you like. I'm more forgiving for Nico Jackson. I was a bit heated last week, obviously, but we shouldn't really be ruling him out of that one challenge. If that was the case, then we should be saying, so Reece, he got a red card against Newcastle in the same fixture last season. So, yeah. I forgive him. He then got asked, how would you have taken this position going into the final two games at the start of the season? He says, yeah, absolutely. I think at the beginning of the season, we were, as you said, if someone said to us that we need to win the last two games to reach Champions League spot, probably would have been happy. I think overall, during the seasons... One second, yeah, I'm going to just do that. Where was I? I think overall, during the seasons, we had moments, for instance, 5 or 6 months where we were second, third, so even better. Now we are there. We are going to try and finish well. We better finish well, Maresca, or else I will be calling for your head. We better be beating United tomorrow. Losing to United, no excuse to not win. That's it. Worst Man United side in 30 years. Absolutely. Tear the floor out from them. Go to Carrington and break everything. Don't actually do it, by the way, but dismantle them to pieces. Put 4 past their goalkeeper, Onana. 4. I don't want more. I don't want less. I want 4 or more. They're sick defensively. Their starting defenders are injured. We riot. We better. Although I'll be happy with a win either way. He then got asked, considering you were second and third as December, would there be a disappointment if you were not able to finish in the top 5? No, because we have been there all season and we are now there. For sure it can be disappointing. So what is he saying here? Not finishing top 5 wouldn't be a failure? Or it would just be a little bit disappointing that we just fully bottled top 5. I think we'll get top 5, but what is he saying there? Well, I see this as 2 ways. He's saying, no, it's not a failure. Which we didn't hit our goal top 5. But I don't know what he's trying to say here. So I'm assuming he's saying no, because we have been there all season. So he's saying this, right, there wouldn't be too much disappointing if we finished 6th. Disappointment if we did finish 6th. But for sure it can be disappointing if we did miss out. He then got asked, have there been conversations with the club internally about what that would mean for you and the club if you weren't in the Champions League next season? He said, we didn't speak about that, to be honest. We didn't have a conversation about if we are Champions League, or if we are not Champions League. Maresca, your job's safe, mate. Don't worry. Your review is next year. So don't worry. You'll be fine this summer. You'll be fine. Don't worry. Like, you're not gonna get sacked. So yeah, good answer. He then got asked, sorry. You said previously against low blocks and back 5 it's more difficult to attack quickly because there's less space. You have Man United next. What makes them so difficult to play against, and what do you think needs to change in your team to have a better record against these types of stars to play? He then says, I think if you go back, we won almost all the games against low blocks and back 5s. The only difference is that when we face these kind of teams, probably we didn't tap quick in the way people like. But if you go back, West Ham, Wolves, Leicester, more teams that we face with the line of 5, I think our results will be good. It's just a matter of to learn to play differently. Correct. We need to play quicker against low blocks, so we don't give them enough time to get back into a rigid fucking back, like their 5-5, like their 5-5 formation off the ball. Please, just attack quick. We wanted that all season. Attack quicker, not pass. Oh yeah, we're gonna just pass back. We don't want that. We want quick passy. We want quick attacking passy football. Not. Anyways, he then got asked, what has Enzo Fernandez's improvement been down to? His work off the pitch or on? He says it's both. At the beginning of the season, because he was playing in one way all his life, previously with Benfica and in Argentina. With us, it's more understanding where he has to stay and where he has to arrive when we are attacking. I think he scores goals, but also in terms of assists, he has important numbers. I do not have any doubt that starting next season from the first game, he can improve his numbers even more. I love Enzo Fernandez, right? He's improving game by game. He's getting more impressive. He's a good footballer. He's got... And I was looking at his stats, right? His numbers overall, his XG, his passing accuracy and all that, it's looking good. So, I don't have any concerns over Enzo Fernandez, personally. I know that there's a few agendas against him, but I'll never understand them. He's in a godly midfield trio and he's playing well. What more could you want? He then got asked, have Chelsea got discipline issues? He says, I don't know if I am. I think against Newcastle was our first red card of the season. I don't know. To be honest, it's probably also the way we try to be. I don't know. Intense, aggressive. I don't know, to be honest. It's a good question that probably we need to analyse during the summer when we have some day off and to see if there's something we can do better. But we don't have big discipline issues, man. To be honest, we don't even. That was our first red card of the season. Stupid one though, but it's our first red card of the season. Some yellow cards we get given are stupid. The Bournemouth game earlier in the season in September. Really didn't need a total of 14 yellow cards, did we? Like the whole match. So yeah. He then got asked, have you been surprised by Manchester United this season? He says, to be honest, I'm focused here, and it's really difficult to judge when you're inside. Imagine when you are not there. So it's very difficult to understand the reason why. The only thing I can say is that we try here to be focused on us, to try to do our best. And then it's, I don't know, it's something that probably they have to look at. Good answer. No manager is going to say, well, Man United are atrocious, terrible, dog shit. No manager is going to talk the opposition like that. No manager. So even lie and say, Ruben Amorim is a top coach, we have top players. Or you go, well, I don't really want to be speaking on them at this moment in time. He then got asked, but is it a good time to play them now? He says, in my personal opinion, it's not about if it's a good time to face them or not. It's just about us. I think even if we had a defeat the last game against Newcastle, I think the team is in a good moment and is in a good run. The last 10 Premier League games, I think we had 20 points. The average is 2 points per game. That is a good average to each Champions League spot. So we have to be focused on us and try to do our best to win Friday night. Not wrong. We shouldn't give a fuck about if it's the right time or not to play them. I think as fans, we do look at that, but the manager shouldn't. No manager should. They should just be focused, because any team could start a good run of form from a win. So it doesn't matter if they had three losses on the trot. They could turn up tomorrow, for all we know. So he's right to say that's not really what it's about, is it? He then got asked, how many more questions? Right, we'll skip a few questions because there's so many and already 13 minutes into recording. We'll focus on the two Nicholas Jackson replacement-based questions. And then we'll end it there. There's obviously more, but I cannot be asked to sit here for 25 minutes. He got asked, how will you replace Nicholas Jackson tomorrow? He says, we are working on that. These are the options that we have. We don't have so many options. Unfortunately, Mark Guy is still injured. He started to train with us, but he's not ready to play from the start. We're working on different options for Friday night. I don't really know what he's gonna do. We're looking at a direct 9, not even a false 9, according to Maresca this press conference. So we'll see who we have. We'll probably go with a Neto or a George. I don't think Madueke plays up front tomorrow. And then he got asked later on, how does the attack change when you have a false 9? It depends on the game plan. Against a line of 5, I prefer a real number 9 because you need to attack him behind the threat. Unfortunately, we don't have. So we need to find a different solution. I like false 9s when we face a line of 4 because probably you can link a little bit more. But against a line of 5, you need people running in behind, but it's where it is, and we need some difference. He's not wrong. If you have a false 9 against a back 5, that isn't going to do anything. You need a advanced forward / target man / poacher who's willing to make runs in behind to cause problems. Yeah, okay, being a false 9 is good because you kind of pull defenders out. Right, but most of the time you pull a defender out, but against back 5 you shouldn't be doing that. And I actually want to look at one more question. If this wants to load. Now, this has been a big debatable topic in terms of what he said on X, and I want to give my opinion here. So he got asked, for that to happen, do both finishing in the top 5 and winning the conference league need to happen? Chelsea have a reputation for winning trophies. He says, yeah, but not in the last 2 years. It's different. In the last 2 years, 12th and 6th. He's not wrong, by the way. This is not a title. He's not wrong. Arsenal takes some notes. So it's not about 10 years ago, 15 years ago. It's not wrong. New ownership. We've had 2 shit seasons with 0 trophies. The last trophy we won was the UCL. And the Super Cup. But the Super Cup isn't really a big trophy, so he's not wrong. And he's still saying the truth. He isn't trying to take nabs at the club. Right? He's telling the truth. And yes, we are going to be back up to winning trophies. I really don't doubt that. Okay? That's my opinions on it. But yeah, guys, that's going to be the end of this. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, and peace!